Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. As promised, we're doing a trading method video for FC26. My goal today is to list tons of different trading methods to make you coins at any time in FC26, no matter how many coins you may have. All these methods are tried and true, they work, and most of them will work for the whole entire year, no matter when you're watching this video. So if you're ever struggling for ideas on the market, you can come back to this video for a refresher, but hopefully this helps you make coins right here and right now in FC26. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up, and of course subscribe if you are new. Now let's start with some of the lower budget methods, because we all start with 0 coins. We got to build up from somewhere. Maybe you just did a big SBC, you spent a lot of your coins to get a great card, and now you got to build back up. Let's talk about low budgets, and my favorite low budget trading method is silvers. Especially this year with silver tournaments being a thing, these cards move more than ever. But we're not necessarily investing, we are trading, because these cards fly under the radar all the time on bid, especially some of these cards right here on these search filters, which we'll take a look at. But I want to find first, when I trade silvers, some cards that actually sell. We're going to go to Footbin here, use this exact same sorting method to find expensive silvers on the market, because those are the ones that you want to trade with, not the silvers that sell for 500 coins or 200 or 300 coins like they all do, but you want to find silvers that sell for 1,000, 2,000 coins and get those on low bids. And this is how we do that. We sort by price, we sort by silver. We click this little thing here to make it look a lot better. Instead of a list, you actually get to see the cards. And then we're going to go down here. Let's go to the third page, because on page 3 here, we've got silvers that are selling for around 1,000 to 2,000 coins. Perfect. Let's pick somebody from the Prem. Woodman, Liverpool goalkeeper card here. 1,800 coins right now, right around 2,000 normally. If we take a look at his graph in the last 2 days, he goes as low as 1,200, goes as high as 2,000. That's a great fluctuation. He does that multiple times per day. If we go to today's graph, he was down as 1,000 coins. And as you can see right now, he's almost at 2K. That is how you trade with silvers. You buy them when they're low, get them on bid, get them on snipe. And really, you're just going to kind of remember and maybe make a list of 5 to 10 silver players that usually fluctuate really good. Also, silver players that people are going to want to buy. Top leagues, top nations, top clubs players will sell better. And then it's all about just grinding the market, finding those players. Let's look up this Woodman card, for example, getting them on the bids and getting them on the snipes. Now, there is some stuff to note with these cards. This is Freddie Woodman here. Let me see. 2,000 coins, right, is what the market says for him right now. Yeah, 2,000 coins, 1,800. Are there any open bids? Boom. That card right there, I'd add that to my transfer targets, and I would try to win that on bid for 1,000, 1,200 coins. There's another one. That's where you're going to make the most money with these silvers, is on the bids. Also, when you're listing them, list one at a time. But a couple of silver fluctuation notes to mention. Saturdays, right now in the early game, are a day that these silver cards drop, and Thursdays are a day where they drop as well, most of the time, because of the packs that we get from marquee matchups. Those are usually like the Electrum packs and stuff like that that supply these silvers on the market. So if you're like less than 10,000 coins, I would go to silvers right away. You're going to be making 1,000, sometimes 2,000 coins per card almost straight away, and that is going to get your coin total up really quick. Now, the second investing method I want to talk about here for low budget is out of packs, investing and trading with Team of the Week and promo cards. Now, we're not investing in the Team of the Week cards. We're investing in the gold versions or the silver versions that go out of packs when those players do get a Team of the Week. The perfect example here right now is Salamakers. This card's 10,000 coins for his Team of the Week. He's minimum price, but take a look at his gold common card. He went out of packs on Wednesday. He was 700 coins, right? As a gold common, they sell minimum 350, so he was up a little bit already because of that. People had invested. He was 450. He went up to 800. But then there was a challenge SBC that came out, and this card that was 800 coins is out of packs, so he has no pack supply in-game. He's not being packed at all. He went into this SBC that came out, one of the challenge SBCs, on the promo Friday, and he sold all the way up at 8,000 coins. And the reason he went up as much as he did is because most of these challenge type SBCs require players from the top leagues and the top nations. These challenge SBCs, by the way, like Cornerstones, Challenge 3, Challenge 2, marquee matchups can make cards move. Those type of like actual challenges, types of SBCs that require certain leagues and certain players and stuff like that. But since this card's out of packs, You can stock this in your club when he goes out of packs. You can see on the leaked team of the week every week for Tuesday or Wednesday, even Wednesday when he does go out of packs, you can buy this card and just sit on it for the week and set a footbin notification on the app for when the price goes above 1,000, let's say for his card. You see his price go flying, you sell the card, and you make your profits. The best cards to invest in on this low budget method for out of packs team of the week gold card investing would be gold commons or silvers. The higher rated the gold common, the better. If there's like an 82 rated gold common that gets into team of the week, those cards specifically are very, very good investments, but you do want to make sure you sell before he comes back into packs, right? So when this team of the week goes away, his gold card will come back in, the team of the week will leave packs, and then his gold card will get supplied again, so you would not want to buy. That's number 2. Now, method number 3, this one you can do anytime, but it's specifically good for low budget on the weekends. Like right now when I'm recording this video, it is a Saturday, and there are Foot Champs rewards that are flooding onto the market. Now, Fodder is up from where it has been on the recent trends, but that doesn't matter. Fodder is always good to get on bids because this is like the most grindy method of trading. It's not glorious work, but guys, I promise you, if you sit here and you bid on Fodder, you'll win cards like this 87 Osimhen, who right now is selling for 9,000 coins. You will win cards like this for 8K, 7K on bid, and it works the best during the weekend, especially on Friday nights when everybody's playing Foot Champs and less people are looking at the market. People make millions every year off of this method because it's not glamorous and fancy, but you just sit there and you bid on cards. You know, I don't want to buy Osimhen for over 8.2K because I can sell him at 9.1 to 9.2 pretty quickly. And you just rake in the profits doing that over and over and over. You look at some of the other 87 rated, 88 rated cards, whatever's inside of your budget here. I would not go as low as 84s. I would go 85s and above on this. But this is a method you can literally do at any time during the year, no matter what prices Fodder are. They're going to fluctuate, but they're always going to get packed. Think about the most cards you pack in those higher rated guarantee packs. It's Fodder, right? People pack those, tradable. They just list them up for the minimum start price. Get on those bids. Now, to get to this page to find the cheapest Fodder cards in the game, you're going to go and flip in here to the SBC tab and go to cheapest player by rating. This is one of the most useful pages on the entire game, but that's got to be probably my favorite low budget method, just for something that flies under the radar that most people don't do, that works really, really well. Now, the last thing to do on a low budget method is bronze pack method. Now, this is not something that always works, but it needs to be mentioned because there are times where it does. And what this method entails is buying bronze packs for 750 coins and selling what you get from these bronze packs. Most of the time, you're making the most profit from the managers that you pack. And a lot of times, you know, you don't get a manager in the pack, but right here and at certain times in the year, bronze pack method is more profitable than others. So right here, this guy does not sell, so that's not good. What you're going to want to do is check the prices of all the players that you pack as you pack them, and if any of them sell them right away. But if you're trying to just purely profit off of BPM, you're going to want to list all these bronze cards up for 200 coins, especially the rares. There will be times during the year where rares will sell. And then you could also check these TIFOs and the stadium themes and stuff like that for the major clubs. A lot of this stuff doesn't sell either, so I would still quick sell it. Like even the Spurs stadium theme here does not sell. So I'm going to quick sell that. I'm going to quick sell all the rest of this. And for now, I'm just going to send... Technically, if I quick sell those cards, I make 379 coins. I should list those up for 200 to try to cop some sales. And again, the pack itself was 750 coins. So if I would sell all those for 200, I would end up making profit on the pack plus the quick sell value that we got. And that was like a not good pack for bronze pack method. Let's open one more and see if we can make more profit off of this one. Okay, an English EFL center back. Not that that's going to sell, but it maybe has a chance to. Boom, we have a manager here. Is that a Serbian manager? Okay, Serbian managers don't sell. But that one, you know, unfortunately. Whoa, what's that, a kit? Barrow? Does that sell? Dang. I'm keeping that. That's kind of a sick kit. But that's kind of how you could do bronze pack method. Check the prices of the players, list them all up, and if you find one that sells for good money, then you make the profit. Other than that, you're just kind of at the mercy of pack luck. So when all bronzes are selling, sometimes bronze rares will go up to like, 3, 4, 500 coins because of icon player SBCs later in the year. Then it's a great time to do BPM, and managers are always selling from certain nations, so you can make profit off of that. The reason I don't really endorse that highly is because you have to rely on pack luck to actually make your coins back. And I'd rather rely on my knowledge and our knowledge of the market instead of pack luck for that. Now, let's move up in the budget and start talking about some other investing and trading methods. Let's talk about like 100K and above. You can do all those low budget methods over 100K as well, maybe while you've bought another card for a trade, but these methods require a few more coins. And this one right here, guys, might be one of my favorite methods this year so far. It works great during the weekends too, because everybody's out playing games and playing FUT Champs specifically. This is called lazy listing. Some people call it OP selling, and it's all about buying players less than 20K. I prefer cards less than 10K, but less than 20K works pretty good too. You're buying players that are very popular with chemistry styles on them. So this Ayoze Perez is one of the most popular cards in the game. He has great stats, and right now he's only 3,000 coins. So what I would try to do is get this card on a bid or on a snipe with a Hawk or a Hunter or a Deadeye, one of the most popular chemistry styles that he is used with in game. I'm gonna try to get him with one of those chem styles. And then what I'm gonna do is list them up for 1,000 coins more, because, and maybe we'll get a good example here, what you often see with these lower tier cards is people will just search the market and they'll go to the first page of the Ayoze Perez they see when they get on the market, and they see, okay, his cheapest price, as we just saw, is 3.7, right? They're looking here, they're like, oh, there's a 4.5, I'm gonna buy that one. That's 800 coins more than what he actually sells for. You can buy a card like this, just lazy list it, and you will get sales. This works best when you have 5 to 10 different cards and you're constantly recycling them and relisting them and reselling at all times. I'm trying to check here to see if any of these are selling, but doesn't look like any of these have. Looks like, oh, that one sold for 4,500 right there with a Hunter Chem style. So you could have got that card for 3,700, 3,600. Who knows how low you could have gotten it on a bid, maybe even 3K, and you can sell it for more. You can do this at literally any time on the market. You just have to be a little bit cognizant of where prices are moving. If prices are crashing, you maybe want to be a little bit more careful with this method. But like today, prices are moving up. So if you know that on a Saturday morning, cheap cards are going to move up as people are buying their FUT Champs teams and going and playing. If you buy a guy like Kamavinga in the early morning hours or late night, NA, depending on where you live, you could pick this card up for 17K today. You could have been lazy listing him at 20, and now he actually is selling for about 20,000 coins. So it seems like, Nate, how does that even work? Trust me, it does. I bought like 10 Rashfords, Kirkes, and Ekitike the other day, and I was just lazy listing them up on the market, and I got sales, about 1 to 2 sales per hour on those cards, just because people are lazy, too lazy to check the actual cheapest price. They just search the card, they see the cheapest one there on the first page, and you will get sales with that method. That's got to be one of my favorites because it doesn't require much effort. You go buy the player and you just relist it up for a couple hours, 3-4 hours until they sell. Then you go buy more, rinse and repeat. Now, I want to talk about the next method, which involves chemistry style trading. Kind of the same situation here. Like Ayoze Perez, we know that he sells for a little bit more with the Hunter than he does without the Hunter chemistry style applied. He is like 4,000 coins insta sell with a Hunter, and he's going for 3,700 in the market. That's not that great of a change in price. What you really want to do with chemistry style trading is do not look at gold cards, guys. Look at special cards, specifically the new cards from the most recent promo teams. So Orban from this new, right now, promo team of Cornerstone's Team 2 is 19,000 coins, and he needs a shadow for sure because he is lacking on some pace. But it's a new card that is out. People might be trying this item, and with a shadow, people are probably going to want to use him, right? So right now he's selling for 19K on the market. How much does Orban sell for with a shadow? Let's look. I'm going to guess 21K. More than that. Wow. 24,000 coins. Again, you have to remember that your tax here, should have mentioned this earlier. Remember, guys, there's a 5% tax on every single card that you sell. So make sure to calculate that in when you're trying to buy these cards. But the tax here on this card is only going to be about just over 1,000 coins because he sells for 20K. So 5% of 24,000, 1,200 coins basically. So we're going to go here to Shadow Willie Orbans, and you can sit here and snipe, or you can try to win him on bid with that chemistry style for, you know, probably 20,000 coins or below. And when you do that, you're going to list them up and you're going to make the profit. It's that simple. And it works best with informs and these promo cards, as I'm saying here, because those cards are, not traded with the chemistry styles as much as golds, like the Ayos Perez or the Kirkes, to use another example. These guys, you can chemistry style trade with them, but there's way more people that know to chemistry style trade with these gold cards. How much is Kirkes right now? Kirkes is just below 8,000 coins. How much does he sell for with a shadow? I'm going to guess like 8, not quite 9. Let's see. He sells for, yeah, just around 8.5K with the shadow. So it's about 1,000 coins. Oh, just kidding. We need the shadow. Hold on. One more search. Shadow. I don't like that it resets your chemistry style every time you search. It's kind of annoying. So 8.5K with the shadow. And then without that chem style, he's what? 7 point. He's a little bit lower than that. So that could be one you chem style trade with on a gold, because he does sell for 1,000 coins more. 7.3 on a snipe, up to 8.5. That's decent. But if you look at the promo cards on the lower end, from the new team of the week that is out, from the new promo team that is out, that's where you can make a lot of coins. Defenders and midfielders, defensive midfielders, you want to go for the shadow. And for the attacking midfielders and strikers and wingers, you probably want to go with the hunter. Those are still, even though they kind of changed chemistry styles this year, those are the two most popular because they boost pace. Those are still the very popular chem styles. How about Stiller? Stiller is 40K on the market. Stiller with a hunter is going to be, I need the special card, not the gold. Stiller with a hunter is going to be, how much? No way. So right now, there's no Stillers on the market with hunters, really. 65K. Okay, that's pretty crazy. Sometimes people as well will buy these cards, put a chemistry style on from their club when the fluctuation or the price difference is this different here, and they'll try to sell the card for a lot more. Because look, this Stiller card at its cheapest on the market is 42,000 coins, right? 42K. And that one's got an engine. Maybe with an engine, Stiller would sell for like 47. Again, remember your 5% tax here, so you got to get a little bit more out of it. 42K for Stiller there with an engine. That's the sort of thing you can do with these cards with the chemistry styles. There are some risks to it because the prices do fluctuate. Like, that's the only Stiller listed below 49K with an engine. And this is a very popular card right now for the first day that he is out. I do believe his price went up a little bit today. Let me check. Yeah, 36 up to 47 he was. Now he's down to 41, 42. Like, that's tempting for me to try to trade that risk with the 42 to 49 flip. But I'm going to let it sit just so we can keep moving on with the video. But that is chemistry style trading. Again, focus on the cards in the promo teams because they will have bigger differences between where they sell at and where they sell at with the chemistry style. Now, I want to talk a little bit as well about out of packs investing. Promo cards. When their promo cards go in, the gold packs go out. As we mentioned with the low budget, you can do this on a higher budget as well. Last week, we were saying on stream, Cole Palmer is a buy. 45,000 coins, buy this card because he was leaked to be into this Cornerstone 1 promo for the start of the year. His gold card at that point was already up. He was 40,000 coins on Wednesday before he was leaked, right? He gets leaked, he goes up, but he's still a buyable price because we know he's going out of packs. He's a card that a lot of people want to use. And look what happened after he went out of packs. From 45,000 coins on Friday, he went all the way to 60K, 58K on Sunday, and even peaked after rewards. The final day he was out of packs at 64,000 coins. So that is a great way to invest each and every week as we go further. Sorry, I hit the mic. If we go further throughout the year, you probably want to focus on more of the top tier cards where the gold cards are still selling for a decent value. So like Cole Palmer's card, it's going to become fodder at some point. It honestly will. But a card like Valverde, it's going to be a lot longer before he becomes fodder. Nico Williams, Reinders, same thing. Both of those cards last week did the exact same thing. They're gold cards out of packs, did really, really well. So that's a way you can invest and make coins with the cards that get into the team of the week and they get leaked to be in promo squads each and every week if you pick kind of the middle to the higher tier players. And once again, remember the lower tier players, like we looked at with the Salamakers, can do very well too. But this is more for the higher budgets. And that's how you can make some coins there. Now, the last thing to cover in this video is my favorite method, and it is fluctuation trading. Buying cards as they constantly move up and down on the market and making profits with that. It's my favorite because you can do it literally anytime you get on the game. And this is best with 3 different types of cards. Out of packs cards from promo teams or team of the weeks, icons, and heroes. And this is the most common question I get with these cards is, Nate, how do you know when to buy and what cards to buy? Of course, prices are always moving up and down. That's what makes the fluctuations great, and that's what makes trading with these cards really fantastic. Like Christian Pulisic, he has 218,000 coins. I love these stats on the market tab of the Footbin site this year. 200,000 coins is his cheapest sale, and his average buy now, 227. So right now, if I know his average buy now over the last day is 227, he's 220. It's not really worth buying right now. I would want to see that card closer to 200K or maybe like 205. So he was 214 this morning. He went all the way up to 234. So with our tax here being just over 10 to 11,000 coins, because he's a 230K, 220K card, and we'd sell him, we got to try to get this card for the low 200s to then try to sell when he peaks up at 230. Yesterday, what did his price do? He reached a peak of 239 and he went down to 214. Really consistent fluctuations on these cards day in and day out. You can buy them when they hit their lows, and you have a day or two to sell them as they go up. You can do this with the icons on heroes as well. It just seems more scary. But guys, this is the best advice I can give you when you're fluctuation trading. Trust the graph, and also at least be in tune with where the rest of the market is. If the whole market is crashing and player prices are dropping for some reason, then probably you're going to want to get a lower price on the icon or the hero that you're fluctuation flipping as well. That's one thing you really, really have to pay attention to. And also, again, make sure you calculate your tax in. Like, you got to calculate your tax, because if you buy Van Persie for 530K thinking that you can sell at 550 and make profit, no, like there's 25,000+ coins of tax in this card since he's 500K. And I'm not going to buy a Van Persie for 520 and try to sell it for 550 and like break even. That's breaking even, right? Those types of flips are not really worth it. You want to make sure that you can calculate your tax off of this, and also that you can get some profit on top of that. I do believe there might be like a tax calculator on Footbin. Is there? I think there used to be, maybe in the market tab. Or maybe not. There used to be like a tax calculator, but the way that I do it is I just pull up the calculator on my computer and I just say, I'll take the sell price, times it by 0.95, and then I subtract what I bought it for, and that gets me how much profit I'm going to make after tax. So that's a really easy way to kind of calculate that. But the biggest advice I can give you with these heroes, as I was kind of starting to say before, is trust the graph. And scared coins do not make coins. You're going to lose some coins sometimes. I'm actually losing coins right now as I look at a fluctuation trade that I attempted to make today. I bought this card for 915,000 coins. He went up all the way to 1.02. I listed at 1.04. It didn't sell. Timing is everything with this stuff, and you want to make sure that you get the sell on the card, but you have to trust the graph and you have to buy the cards. You can't be too scared to buy and think, oh, Nate, what if it doesn't go back up? It might not go back up, but the other times, the 5 to 10 other times that it does, and that one time that it doesn't, you're going to make more money off of the times that it actually does. So if you learn, especially whatever budget you're in, if you learn 5 to 10 player prices, just start there. 5 to 10 icons and heroes that you see move a lot on the market that you know are pretty good, that people like to buy, and they're in your budget. If you learn those price fluctuations, you're like, man, like yesterday, I sold Harry Kuehl for 415,000 coins. Today, he went only to 400, but he's down right now at 370. If I saw this at 350 or 360, I got a sniper a bid. I would absolutely buy that, because I know for a fact this card has good fluctuations and that he could continue to go up, and I would have had no reservations about buying that card and making that trade. So that's kind of my trading method advice for the year. So far, we've always learned new methods as the year goes on. This year, we haven't talked about a lot of investing in this video. Obviously, there are ways that you can invest. I guess one thing that I want to mention real quick is just if you have over like 6, 7, 800,000 coins and you don't want to trade, but you want to invest, stocking informs. Like informs that have good stats, like Ismail Yassar from this week's Team of the Week would be a great player to be stocking during Team of the Week 3 here. All these 84 rated informs, as we're starting to get inform requirements in SBCs, those are a stock as well. Schrader, Monday, Koke, all of those are great investments. It's a longer term hold. You're waiting for another SBC to make those informs go up, but that's a great investment there as well. And then for Evos, a guy like Ismail Yassar, this Evo is going to be a crazy card for Evos. He only has a 2-star weak foot and 3-star skills, but he's got 93 pace, and he has right wing cam and CM position. That's going to mean he can fit a lot of potential evolutions. I think this is a great investment. You might have to wait a couple of weeks for it to go up, for the evos to really hit, but pace is always good. What are his playstyles? He's got acrobatic, rapid, and quick step. So evos can give him more playstyles and make him super usable. That's a card I think you got to invest in this week, but you can invest in the cheap team of the week cards every week for fodder or for evolutions in the future. That's more of an invest, not a trade. But that's going to be the end of the video for me today, guys. If you did enjoy it, drop a thumbs up on it. Comment down below if you have any questions. And subscribe if you're new, if this video helped you out at all. I'd love to hear about it. And you can catch us live here almost daily and on the Twitch as well for live trading questions and answers. Also, if you are looking for a more direct way to make coins and you're looking for somebody to tell you, like, more, not much of a one-on-one, but kind of be in a small private group, a Patreon. We are hooked up with good friends from the stream, Weaver. Their Patreon link is down below in the description. If that is a way you would learn the market better, you can always come by the stream here and you can get tips for free and you can ask questions for free and stuff like that. But if you want more direct stuff sent to you on what to buy, when to sell, and when to buy, that link is down below in the description as well. But I appreciate you guys. Have a great day. It's been TheFutAccountant. Catch you later. Peace out.